We're in Denver. Well, we're not in Denver anymore. We're officially outside of Denver now, but we're in Denver. And the visibility is not good, so it's, I mean, fine for the road, but not fine for someone who loves to look at mountains, so. So we stopped in Fort Collins and somehow we picked up this straggling kid. It's a whole family affair, much like our last big trip to Disney World.
Yeah!
Where are we, Graham?
I don't know.
We are now in Old Town, Fort Collins.
Harper Goff was the designer. So you can see in here, see here's Disneyland.
That just said shivers on my back.
And then the Jungle Cruise. You see it?
I do.
Yeah.
And what else? Walt and Harper.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't that
cool.
neat?
that is so cool.
So,
Oh, I love that.
That's cool. Because it's what they designed Disneyland after, or Main Street. But we're here to go to a cheese shop called the Welsh Rabbit. You know you're from Minnesota when it's snowing and you're still just in a t-shirt. And then we did a really tourist thing by going to Buc-ee's. I, of course, went to Buc-ee's back when I was in Texas last year, but my parents, nor my brother-in-law's parents, had ever been.
We went in the tycoon. We beat the dragon mine. We're gonna go eat some French fries. Yeah!
I don't know.
Fries.
I don't know what that was either. All right, we're done at Buc-ee's and now we're heading to Estes Park for the rest of our trip.
Hey,
Could be
hey,
better.
You excited to go to Estes Park?
Louie, let go.
Nobody's paying attention to the fact that we're vlogging. Everybody.
Oh, I'm excited for Estes Park. I'm excited for the Stanley Hotel.
Spoilers! I don't think anybody fully understands just how much I love mountains. And after the most gorgeous ride I think I've ever taken in a car in my life, we're in Estes Park. This is going to be our home for the next couple days.
No, this will be for one of the rooms. Just because we're right here in the main office. We have 2 different rooms for you guys. We have one on the first floor, B17, one on the second floor.
So we're in my room. I get a courtyard view, not a mountain view, but that's okay. Mom and Dad have a mountain view. Mark and Melissa, my sister, my brother-in-law, they have a mountain view. So I'll be fine. Let's get cozy. A little bit of ambiance. This is my home for the next couple of days. Something that I'm noticing is I don't have a dresser in here, and I like to move in to hotel rooms, so that's fun. Laptop to do some writing. Hey, it worked for Stephen King. I don't write, you know, horror, but this is a pretty romantic city, so maybe an idea will spark here as well. Probably not at the Stanley Hotel, but so I just had this weird like moment where I'm like, do I even have a shower? Because I thought this was just a jacuzzi. It's not. It's a bathtub with a shower. Anyway, if you don't know about me, I have a weird thing with my feet. So not only will I be swimming in these swim shoes, but I will be also showering in them. So call me weird if you must. I just don't like touching my bare feet to things. This is actually my mother's. She forgot it in my backpack. So, gotta bring this to her at some point. For right now, it'll go right here. Camera charger, very important. Laptop charger, also very important. I think that's it for the backpack. Now for this monstrosity that I bought a year ago in Texas because my other one broke. Toiletries, extra toiletries. Collagen peptides with my shaker bottle, my ashwagandha, my straightener, and my little tripod. This goes in the bathroom. Hello?
We're going to the store. You want to come with?
I'm unpacking.
Yeah, well, you need the lactates.
I guess we're going to the store now. And I'm back from the grocery store. I didn't take the vlog with me because we just went to a grocery store. We went to a Safeway. So anyway, what did I get at Safeway, you ask? Well, I got some hip peas. These are chickpea puffs. So just a little extra protein. Good stuff. Got myself some Lactaid because we've been out for quite some time and I've just been making do. Luckily I eat a lot of goat cheese and yogurt. Speaking of yogurt, I got this Chobani. It's Greek yogurt drink and it's mixed berry. So we'll try this tomorrow because I probably need more protein. All that's really left in my suitcase now is clothes, but I can't unpack my clothes because there isn't a dresser. So okay, so we're all moved in. So I don't have a mountain view, but I do have this nice picture, so, of the mountains, so You know what I haven't had yet today? I have not had my collagen peptides. Let's make some collagen peptides. And there we go. It's time to relax. Oh, we're not at the Stanley Hotel yet. Don't be haunted. So here we are. Now normally I drink reverse osmosis water, so it's very rare for me to have straight tap water. And my collagen peptides are flavorless. So anyway, I am still so full from lunch. We had such an amazing lunch. Oh, but the drive through the canyon was absolutely gorgeous. Like both sides of the street just covered in cliff sides. Just some of the most beautiful sights I've honestly ever seen. If you don't know my love for mountains, anyway, just gorgeous. Just it's so impossible to explain unless you're actually there. And I know the video footage does not do it justice for how absolutely gorgeous it is, but man, it's gorgeous. So now I'm just gonna sit and relax. I don't know what the next thing is. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. So it's wine time, but I'm just gonna drink my collagen peptides, which has not finished yet. So anyway, so yeah. I'm not gonna vlog too much of like family time. Okay, my collagen water is done, so let's take a drink. It's definitely not reverse osmosis, but it's fine. And yes, water does have a taste. And that is my preference, is the taste. Because each water, based on like a few different factors, definitely has a taste to it. So, and it's just a preference of mine. Let's go ahead and do a little room tour. Normally I do these on short form, and I still might do like a silly one that I normally do on short form, but anyway, let's go ahead and do a little room tour. So this is what you see right outside my room. I have, like I said, a courtyard view, but you come inside and there's immediately the living room area. So there's a TV, a fireplace, gas fireplace, couch and coffee table. Looks like a magazine rack. Along this side is the bedroom, or the bed. So a nice king size bed, which will be nice, with some caribou on overhead that. This is the bathtub / shower. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to close my curtains when I take a shower tomorrow. But bathtub, shower. So that'll be interesting. Anyway. This is a closet, but as I said, there is no dresser, so my clothes are still just in my suitcase, except for my Went to the Woods sweatshirt. Then this is the little kitchenette, and then the bathroom with the sink and the toilet. So, little coffee maker that I can't use because I can't have caffeine. So that's my room. Yeah, so it's small, but it's nice. Like, I like it. It's nice. So tomorrow we're going to be touring the Stanley Hotel, which is exciting. So I've been to the Stanley Hotel, but I've not toured the Stanley Hotel. I've only ever been in the lobby. I was there back in 2010 when we were here for a friend's wedding. She lives in this area, and they got married in Boulder, but then we spent a day up here in Estes Park before heading home. We actually drove through Lyons, Colorado. So when I was young, when I was a kid, my parents bought a candle company called Kinsey Candles, and it was in Pequot Lakes, Minnesota at the time, but it actually started in Lyons, Colorado. And so it was really kind of fun, and the family's last name was Kinsey, which is why it was called Kinsey Candles. And I'm not sure when it was relocated. I'm sure my dad could tell me when it was relocated to Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. But it was relocated at some point to Pequot Lakes, Minnesota. George and Irene Kinsey have been gone for a very long time, but they started, I think, in the 60s. And then We bought it in the early 90s, or my parents bought it in the early 90s, and they had it for about 10 years. And then the economy just kind of bottomed out between the Clinton and Bush administrations. Well, into the Bush administration. Anyway, if you know what happened during that time, you know. So yeah, so we went through, last time we were here, we went through Lions. So I've never driven through that canyon before, and so it was really pretty. Really, really pretty. So I've been to the Stanley, but I've not done like a tour. So we're doing a tour tomorrow. I can bring the camera, but I can't take video. I guess I can only take photo. So we're gonna do like a sit down after this and talk about it while you guys look at photos that I took. So fun. I'm actually already starting to feel a little bit better. Okay, I was really starting to feel icky when we were at Safeway, and I don't know why. But as soon as we left, I started feeling much better. So I think there was just something in there that was irritating me. But anyway, so yeah. I'm not sure what we're doing on Sunday. And then Monday we head back. I mean, our flight's not until like 6, but it's a pretty decent drive up here from Denver. So, yeah. And I'm hoping that maybe we can leave in enough time that we can go by the Denver Broncos Stadium. I don't think I've ever been in Denver, ever. I mean, I guess technically I was today because we drove like through like the city limits of Denver, but I don't think I've ever actually been in Denver. The closest I've ever been has been like Boulder. So, because I've never flown to the Denver airport before. We drove in 2010 here. Good morning. It is like 5:45 right now in Estes Park, which means it's actually 6:45 back at home, so that might be why I'm super awake. That's not done. I should know better. Let's try that yogurt drink. Here's the yogurt drink. It's by Chobani. It's mixed berry, so it looks like it's blueberry, raspberry, and blackberry. I'm guessing this is just gonna taste like liquid Greek yogurt, flavored Greek yogurt, which I don't love flavored, but cheers, let's give it a try. It's very thick consistency, and it's not bad. It's not great. Actually, it's not bad. Definitely something I could add when I'm out traveling, because something that I really struggle with when I'm traveling is breakfast, because I've learned about my body that I need a decent amount of protein in the morning to get my body going. And I don't know if it's because I can't have caffeine, and so like protein has become that for me. I don't know, but I need a decent amount of protein in the morning, and places that offer continental breakfasts don't have enough protein. I mean, I suppose you can put together enough protein with like, you know, milk and peanut butter and kind of things like that. Granted, we're not gonna do continental breakfast. My sister and brother-in-law, well, we went grocery shopping yesterday, all of us, and my sister and brother-in-law bought a bunch of stuff for meals. So my brother-in-law is making breakfast burritos this morning. I realized that my body needs a lot of protein in the morning to get me going. And so I try to find ways to bring protein in to like a hotel kind of situation whenever I can, right? So like when I went to Texas, I got I brought like protein bars, which were great, and I still like those a lot, but sometimes I just don't feel like protein bar. So, but granted, the ones I brought were great. Like, I still eat them regularly, not super regularly, but regularly enough. But this will be something that I could consider, especially because yogurt, especially like Greek yogurt, really good for the stomach, really good for the digestive system, even though I'm lactose intolerant, because in yogurt there's something called acetophilus, and yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry, I got distracted by reading the label a little bit. Oh, it's drinkable. I think I am going to finish getting ready for the day, so I'm gonna shut my curtains again and take a shower. Pretty much ready for the day. So this is the state of my hair right now. I'm gonna let it dry before I decide if I'm gonna straighten it today, but it is not looking good. So the natural wave is not, it's not beach waving. It is definitely like getting frizzy. So that's cute. So we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. But I am gonna try. I'm trying to embrace the natural wave in my hair. If you guys don't know, I have like parts of my hair seem to be 2A and parts of it seem to be 2B. And if you don't know enough about like how hair works, 1 is straight, 2 is wavy, 3 is curly. And so mine tends to be kind of 2A, 2B, meaning that it's wavy, but not like super duper wavy, if that makes sense. So anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. So I'm trying to embrace the natural wave, but for the most part I straighten my hair. But we're attempting, we're making attempts to take care of the hair properly. So anyway, I haven't finished my collagen water yet. I should finish this. I'm almost done with it. I was drinking it over at my parents' place while I was hanging out with them, chatting and looking at the mountains. God, I love mountains. Ugh, I love mountains. I would not get this room ever again. I was telling that to my parents. I would not get this room ever again because, like, again, my shower is in the middle of my living room. And getting in and out of it is really difficult because it's a really high tub. I mean, you can see, like, it's a really, really high tub. So, don't love that. The bathroom is really claustrophobic. And, I don't know. I think for one person, it's fine. But if there were 2 people in this room, I really feel like this would be a room that I would not want to spend a lot of time in. I mean, I guess why would you spend time in here when you can go look at mountains? I don't want to leave Colorado. I want to stay here forever. Like, I want to live in Colorado. I want to live in Colorado. Okay, bye. Okay, so I'm about to straighten my bangs finally because my hair is finally dry. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the wave today. It's not as frizzy as I thought it was gonna end up being, but it's also not fantastic. So guess we'll find out how I feel after I straighten my bangs. I'll decide at that point, I think, if I want to straighten all of it. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. But either way, we gotta at least do the bangs because I really don't like the way my bangs look. So I never do. Whenever I have bangs, I have to like style them. And this is still heating up. So I've gotten really good. Oh, it's done now. I've gotten really, honestly, good at straightening my bangs with this thing because this thing is not easy to use when you have bangs. It's that Tymo like brush straightener. So it can be real challenging to straighten bangs with it, but and really it's more like I'm just curling them under just a touch. It would definitely be easier with an actual like flattening iron, but there. See, that's much better. Now, question is, how do we feel about, we're gonna straighten it, I think. I'm not gonna do like a big straighten. The thing is like this side is so nice. Like I got a nice couple curly cues in there. It's this side that bothers me. So we're just committing to the straight today. And I fully understand the fact that like if I actually stopped using heat on my head, it would probably not look as terrible as it does sometimes. Fully understand that. But you know what? That's a problem for another day. And luckily I don't have a ton of hair, so all I really do is I just brush through it like this with the straightener. And then when I'm done with that, which we'll just cut to that real quick. So when I'm done with the top layer, now I just flip it over and I do the same thing on the bottom layer. And because I don't have a ton of hair, like it's thick hair, but it's not, I don't have a ton of it. Like it's really dense hair. Really coarse hair. Maybe that's what I need to say, coarse hair. But I just don't have a lot of it, so I don't have to section it off like a lot of people do. And what I like about this straightener is that it gives it more of a natural looking straight versus like a straightening iron, like a flat iron, that doesn't allow for it to like, I don't know, I like it. And we're ready. But yeah, cute. So I like it. I don't know where I'm gonna put, they give us like these as keys instead of like a card. So I just don't know where this should go. I suppose just in my purse will be fine. It won't get lost in my purse or anything. Okay, is there anything else that I need before we go? Because we're gonna leave to go to the Stanley Hotel, which is where Stephen King was when he got the idea for The Shining. And it's haunted. And we're gonna go do a nice little history tour. Next time we might do the actual Shining tour. Sorry, I'm fussing with my bangs a little bit. Anyway, but yeah, we're good. Okay, I think I'm set because all I need is just my camera, my purse, which has my sunglasses in it, and the key for my room. And I have my camera, the microphone, which I have to disconnect when we get there because not supposed to take video, so not about to walk up there with a condenser microphone attached to my camera. So anyway, all right, let's get on the road. So we're heading now to the Stanley Hotel to go do a tour.
Instagram cam.
Not at the Stanley Hotel. Because we can't really film at the Stanley Hotel very much. So.
They don't allow it?
Nope, not during the tours. So, I guess we're just going to talk about it afterwards, and I'll show you whatever kind of clips I can get of the Stanley Hotel in B-roll or photos.
We found Bigfoot.
We found Bigfoot. I love it.
It's Buc-ee.
It's a little marmot up there.
So,
Cute.
Which isn't the best,
Got some candy cigarettes.
but I still love them.
Hello. So today was fun. It was exhausting, but it was fun. We went to Stanley Park. That's in Vancouver. We did the Stanley Hotel. We did the tour, and then we walked around downtown, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And then we came back here, and I needed to charge my phone for a bit because it was dying, but also needed to relax because here's the thing. I am not used to this altitude, and this altitude has been messing with me quite a bit so far. I know that I would eventually get used to this kind of altitude, but holy shit. I mean, okay, so what is the altitude here at Estes Park? I don't even know. What altitude is Estes Park? So Estes Park has an altitude of 7,522 feet. What is the altitude of Minneapolis, Minnesota? 830. So, oh shit. I'm not drunk, I promise. You probably wouldn't believe it because I just spilled my wine all over the place, but whatever. And we were out today, which mind you, was really bizarre because like it never got like above 40. Like I think it was like 35 for most of the day, but whenever the sun was out, it felt much warmer than that. So very interesting. And then as soon as the sun went behind the clouds, it got cold. So very interesting. But yeah, I mean, today was a fantastic day, but I am exhausted. I did do some writing this morning, and I did do some writing while I was relaxing, and I'm gonna finish the night by doing a little more writing. I'm hoping, I don't think I'm gonna get to 2,000 words, but I am over 1,000 so far for today. So do a little bit more of that. I'm hoping to get through this one scene, which actually might be more than 1,000 words now that I think about it. We'll see. I'm gonna finish this glass of wine and then go to bed, basically. But anyway, that's the plan, is to sit down, do some more writing, and hopefully get through this one portion that I have been planning for a very long time. Here's the thing. So when I wrote The Unwritten Rules of Hooking Up, which is the prequel, which is the first book of the series, I should say. First book of the series. I wrote all the scenes I was excited for first, and then filled in all the gaps. And sometimes I couldn't fit those scenes in that I loved, so I had to alter them or delete them completely. So I was determined to not do that this time with The Unwritten Rules of jamming together. But man, I've been so tempted because I genuinely love some of these scenes that I'm planning, and I am so close to the next one. So close to the next one. And I'm in the chapter. It's the chapter that I'm writing right now, and I am so excited to finally be at this place because this is a big turning point in the book. So anyway. So yeah, that's my plan for the rest of the evening. And by that I mean it's like 8 o'clock, which means at home it's like 9 o'clock. So anyway, so yeah, tomorrow's the last full day here. Oh, yikes. tomorrow is our last full day here. So we're here tomorrow. We're gonna go to the Rocky Mountain National Park. From what I've understood, that's what we're doing. Do a little bit of walking and hiking. It's gonna be so much fun. At least, like I said, at least that's what I think Melissa said we're doing. I don't know. I let Melissa decide this whole thing, my sister. I let her decide this whole thing. But yeah. So, and then we leave on Monday. I mean, our flight isn't out until like real late. We don't get home until like nearly midnight. So I'm really glad that I took Tuesday off as well. But yeah, man, almost done already. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Like, this has been so wonderful. I love mountains. I think I've said that like 700 times in this vlog. I love mountains. And I wish I could live where there are mountains. There is technically a mountain in Minnesota, technically. The altitude apparently is high enough to be considered a technical mountain, but even the internet calls it a hill, so I don't know. But maybe I'll do a vlog where I go to that hill, mountain, whatever the f it is. Anyway, so I miss mountains already, and I'm not even gone yet. Granted, I don't have a good view of the mountains right now. Well, one, I'm in my room, but also because it is, in fact, overcast again and a little bit flurry-y, a little snowy, and so the mountains are not in view right now. So anyway, but yeah, God, it's so weird. So I'm excited for tomorrow, and I'm also sad that it's our last full day here. Like I said, I could live here. I could live in Estes Park. If it wasn't so damn expensive, I would consider it. Seriously consider it. Anyway, I'm gonna finish tonight off by writing, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night. So good morning. I've already gotten ready for the day, and I'm just mixing my collagen water. About to go up to my sister and brother-in-law's room to have some breakfast. And I'm running a little late because I got so involved in a new story idea, which actually is 3 story ideas, which is actually 6 story ideas. It's complicated, it's weird, but it's gonna happen. I'm doing a trilogy of duologies. And I'm gonna be working with my, you know, alter ego, my dark romance writer in me. And the 2 of us are going to create the same stories, just the exact same stories, just one's contemporary rom-com and the other one is dark romance. So that's what I've been working on all morning. I even started plotting them out. I need to be working on my actual current book series right now, but anyway, I'm gonna go up and have some breakfast, and then we're gonna see what we're gonna do today. Bye! So it is very windy up here. Look, I've got a wind pop filter on my camera, so hopefully you can hear me. If not, guess not. Anyway, we're at Rocky Mountain National Park, and whoa. So we're at the alluvial fan hike right now, and we're hiking, genuinely hiking, up to see this waterfall. So, currently the highest altitude we can get to up here right now. So that road is closed. Going further up. And we're heading to a lookout. It's so beautiful already. Okay, so now we're at Sprague Lake, walking around the lake. Probably gonna go up to another hike after this in the snow. And I don't have my sweatshirt anymore. Yay. In case I haven't said it in this vlog yet, I love mountains. I'm alone right now because nobody noticed I was stopping and taking pictures.
Holy moly.
It's actually
Yes, right there.
That thatch top, and then next is and then the one kind of way in the back there is Taylor Peak, and then next to that over is Otis Peak, and then next to that is Hallett Peak, and then Tyndall Glacier is behind that, and then Flat Tongue Mountain, and then Notch Top is
So that thing with the the crags, what is that one?
with the what?
With the crags.
The really craggy one. The one that's like
Like this guy. What is this one? Oh, Hallett's Peak. That's 12,713.
and then behind that is Tyndall Glacier.
So that right in the center, and that looks like a wall too between those last two
That's the
peaks.
glacier.
That's a glacier.
Oh really?
It looks like a snow wall. Do you see it?
I see it.
Wow.
And then that one. Yes.
I mean, honestly, you guys, it's only just okay, right?
Yeah.
It's only just okay.
I've seen better.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't ever
when you've
say that again.
seen one mountain, you've seen them all, right?
Yeah.
You see.
Oof, a bit further up the mountain, and now we're heading up to Bear Lake to just do an overlook. This is so beautiful. Just kidding, it's too icy. We're going back home.
But with it starting to snow.
But I mean, worth it for this view anyway, right? On the way back from Rocky Mountain National Park, we saw some elk and some people being really stupid about it. Okay, now that we're done with dinner, we're taking a walk around, not around, but along Lake Estes here, which is just an incredible view. So,
I just did.
I'm gonna buy that house one day when I'm rich and famous. Buy my books so I can buy that house. Okay, thanks, bye.
Wait. First thing, subscribe to Code Vortex and throw apples at your doctor. That'll keep them away. Every day throw an apple at your doctor.
That's a silly kid. A silly kid. Just elk hanging out on the side of the street. Look at them all.
Yeah, they're on the side of the street too.
Oh my god. So many elk. Just an elk crossing the street.
I'll take you to
I can. That's so much fun. Oh, tomorrow's our last day. It makes me very sad. We're actually leaving here very early in the morning. Not very early. I will already have been awake for a few hours, but needless to say, it's still, we're saying goodbye to Estes Park at like 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I'm very sad about it. I have had such a joyous weekend. Like, this was so soul-filling, so, like, I feel so alive. which is so weird because the last time I had this elation was in 2012, which was much needed back then because of everything going on in my life. But that was the last time I saw mountains in person. So clearly mountains are my reset object, my reset landscape. So I just need to make a point to see mountains more often. And I mean, in a perfect world, I'd move here. Not to this room, but to Estes Park. Or anywhere in this vicinity, I guess, but still. Or even just friggin' Denver. Like, I moved to Denver because I could just drive up here. Just takes a couple hours. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But anyway, so tonight is just family time. I'm gonna write for a little bit. I've already written over 1,000 words for today, so that's great. We're gonna go see if there's some s'mores, because they apparently do s'mores at this hotel, motel, whatever you want to call it. It's an inn. We're gonna go sit in the pool for a bit, so that'll be fun. I haven't been to the pool yet because the first night I just was not feeling it. I was just too tired. The altitude sickness was like right there on that very first day. And then last night, I don't remember why I just didn't feel it. Like, I just didn't want to go. And because I was just, again, tired. It wasn't the same tired as the first night, but tonight I am determined to go spend some time with my family in the pool. So that's the plan, but I don't vlog with my family except for when we're out doing fun things like hiking or walking, because I just want to spend time with my family. So anyway, I guess it's the journey home tomorrow. So I'll see you all then. I'm gonna write for a little bit, so. So I'm out of the pool, I showered, put my hair up in this, and now I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time looking at the stars over here on this side. It's gonna be very nice. I don't know what the camera's gonna be able to pick up, but we'll see. But oh, it's so beautiful. I live in a big city, so it's really hard to stargaze, and I love stargazing. So I'm gonna look at the stars. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night. All right, goodbye room. This is the last we're gonna see of this room. I never turned the TV on. I tried once, but didn't happen.
Make sure you get the Mountain Dew.
It's time to go home. It's time to go home. Oops. All right, it's time to say goodbye to this view. I don't want to go. I want to stay in Colorado forever, but unfortunately, I can't. So it's time to go home. Stopped in Fort Collins just to walk around and get some lunch before heading back to the airport. Fun fact, I often misplace the words Fort Collins with Colorado Springs when they are very far apart from each other, so, you know. Anyway, there.
I'm Cray Cray.
You're cray cray?
I'm Mr. Cray, yeah.
No, we're stopping. The family has stopped. And now we're off to the airport.